Are there different perspectives on homeschool? And how do these perspectives affect everything from curriculum to how we set it up? Come along with me. Hi, it's Amanda from Learning to Love Well, and right now I'm kind of hanging out in the garden and kind of hanging out by the sweet peas and the turnips. You know, yo, lettuce, turn up the beat. I just let my dork show. Okay, so I am sitting out here, and a lot of times when I'm out here in my garden, I learn so many valuable life lessons about even parenting and just, you know, ideas, biblical ideas about planting and sowing and sowing and reaping. And one of the things I want to talk to you about is multiple perspectives. You know, we all homeschool for different reasons. Some people pull their kids out because they didn't like what they were being taught. Some people never put their kids in because they never liked what was being taught. Some people pull them out so they have more time for athletics. Some people want a more biblical approach. Some people want more time with their children. They see things passing by and they definitely want more time. But no matter what the reason, I encourage you to plant seeds according to the reason of why you are doing it. So for example, if you pulled your kids out so that you could teach them the Bible more and you want them to grow up in a biblical setting, making sure to plant seeds and taking time for scripture memorization and time with the Lord and teaching them about the Bible and getting into theological books and stuff should be on the top priority list. If your aim is to make them a better athlete because they're showing athletic aptitude and you want them to have those abilities to train and you want them to really work hard, maybe at gymnastics or softball, you know, plant seeds according to that. Or if you want them to be a little bit more, you know, maybe semi-unschooled, where they get to choose some of their subjects so that you can really nurture and grow the things that God has placed in their heart. Or maybe you pulled them out because you want your kids when they're 18 to know how to do their own laundry and be able to provide for themselves so they're not so dependent on mom and dad. In our culture, we have a huge culture of failure to launch, or college kids not knowing how to do any basic skills for themselves because they've lost touch of it. By having them home all day, you have the opportunity to teach them to do things like sewing a button or cooking their own food or learning to balance a budget, learning how to be financially responsible, things that are no longer taught in school, yet they're there for a very good portion of their day. Or maybe you took them out because you realized that your family doesn't really get a whole lot of time together. But no matter what perspective you choose or your reasons behind homeschooling, I encourage you to plant seeds according to them. Make a conscious effort, because sometimes the days are long, mama, but the years are very short. And even during stressful seasons, I find that not everything that I want is fit in unless it's intentionally placed there. For example, we want our children to grow up in a biblical understanding and a biblical mindset. So we set times during our day that our day is devoted to that time. We also, you guys can see what I'm seeing. Oh, look. It's called a golden pea. So beautiful. Sorry. I'm sitting here playing and fiddling with stuff, which I don't need to do because last time I broke a green bean, but I'm a slow learner. If you enjoy learning about things, incorporate it into your homeschool. Enjoy learning right alongside your kids, because if you will learn with your kids. You will learn new information all the time through their curriculum. I have a higher education degree I have a bachelor's in psychology and communication, and I am still learning along with my kids. I have learned so much about zoology and paleontology. I have learned so much about the human body. I've learned so much about nutrition. I have learned so much about history homeschooling my children. I've even had way better phonetic pronunciation since homeschooling my kids. And all of those things come with teaching and learning. The other cool thing is that every reason, you can have multiple reasons for homeschooling. So say you want a very biblically sound athlete with a good higher education and the ability to pursue whatever interest they have in their heart. Maybe you could do something like every morning and every night before you go to bed, you guys work on scripture memorization to start your day and go to bed. And you choose to do things like fielding lessons, or if they get their homework done early, or even doing their homework at a softball field so that between worksheets you guys can go out and throw the ball. Or maybe you could even think about things such as, you see their interest in piano, so you choose to either get an online platform, which Masterbooks does have, like online guitar lessons and piano lessons. They can kind of do it their own pace over 18 months, and it's super affordable. It's like $40. Super affordable. And you let them get on there and practice for 20 minutes a day. Whatever your goal, I encourage you to intentionally map out and be prayerful about what seeds you're planting. Because it's easy to get overwhelmed with the curriculum, and it's easy to get overwhelmed in the long days of just trying to get everything in. But try to put aside tiny spurts of time. They don't have to be long, 20 minutes at a time, over the week, where you're intentionally planting seeds that you want to see grow in your child's life. Remember, not every seed will grow, but if you plant multiple seeds, your likelihood of something growing is a lot greater. What I've also noticed is seeds like to grow. They do. They love growing. God made them that way. They're still listening to the command at Genesis. All right, guys. Well, you have a wonderful and blessed day. I hope this has kind of helped you in some way to just be a little bit more intentional. And I hope that you get something out of it. Okay. God bless. Bye.